Long story short, yeah, definitely buy land, man, because like there's so many ways that you can flip it yourself, build on it, keep it, develop it, however you want to do it. And even if you're not doing that, just holding it, you're still gonna make money off the equity as it goes, and you can actually like leverage some of the money from the fact that the value of it's going up. But then, hey, if the government needs to build something on your land, they're gonna pay you for that. So yeah, man, tons of ways to make money with land, most definitely.
2 points with that, right?
Mm-hmm.
My homeboy Dre, he bought some land. I want to say it's in Texas, but I'm not 100% sure. But I know it's in the South, and just head on to for a little bit. And he leases it now to Amazon, I believe it is. So
Oh,
he's
wow.
just getting paid for the land, and I mean he's getting paid for the land, which is a
Yeah.
blessing. And I don't know if you ever realized, but like Master P spoke about that years ago, that he bought some land and he just held it and just kept it clean.
Yeah.
And he had it for maybe 5 years or more. And Walmart came in and either purchased it from him or signed a lease for like 100 years or something
100
stupid.
years. Bro, that's crazy. So yeah, man. So there's tons of money in that, man. Land, they're not making any more of that. So definitely hold on to that for sure.
I built this. Me, brick by brick.
Welcome to Brick by Brick, where we discuss different ways for you to build your empire, one brick at a time. We discuss everything from real estate, e-commerce, stocks, crypto, and more. Whether you're an entrepreneur, working a 9 to 5, or in the streets, Brick by Brick is here to help you get to the next level. Let's go.
Yo, what is going on, y'all? Welcome to another episode of the Brick by Brick Show. It is your man Stef here, kicking in my big bro Greg. Greg, how you doing, man?
I'm blessed, bro. How you?
Man, I'm trying to be like you, man. Blessed, black, and highly favored. You already know what time it is, man. For
Best way
sure.
to be, ain't it?
Most definitely. Most definitely, man. So listen, we've probably been on here, I don't even know, probably like probably about 30 minutes now, actually, really just chopping it
30.
up, just talking, you know what I'm saying? But and we were thinking about a few things that we wanted to discuss, but I feel like the conversation naturally, we end up talking about business, life, and whatever, all that kind of different stuff like that, and stuff that we're working on and plans that we have in the works. So it just feels like a really perfect time to kind of discuss what's going on, especially with, I mean, for those of you who've been listening to us, hopefully you guys have been paying attention to things going on in the news. But you had a couple of different banks closing down. Signature Bank in New York, Silicon Valley Bank in the West Coast. Actually, Credit Suisse out in Europe actually just shut down. I think another bank is acquiring them as well. So things are kind of crazy right now in the economic market, especially in say your quote unquote first world countries. So some of the things that we were discussing just naturally popped up was investing internationally, right? So buying land, buying houses, starting businesses, flipping cars and stuff like that. So we're going to be discussing a few of those things, man. But we're actually just talking about. So I mean, honestly, like this is probably the fourth topic I had in mind, but we can start with it first. We were actually just talking about it. So for those of you who live in America or live in quote unquote first world countries, that means more than likely you probably got a pretty strong dollar. So one of the things that you can do is you can invest in places like Jamaica, different countries across Africa, the Caribbean, places like that where your dollar can kind of stretch, where you can kind of invest and make some cool things happen and get a good return. Help stimulate the local economy, pay your employees a good wage, and really help them. So you win, they win, and everybody kind of wins when you do things that way. So you were talking about your homie Matt, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, man. So yeah,
yeah.
so kind of tell me about that business a little bit.
He opened a sports bar in Dominican Republic. It's kind of wild because it's not kind of wild because I mean that's just Matt. Like he's an entrepreneur.
Mm.
So he's out of Georgia and he got his own business down there, car dealership and a repair shop. And we would always go to Jamaica a lot. So I thought he was in Jamaica when I saw the video, just to find out that he was in DR. So I called him like, "Hey, bro, you tell like what's going on?" Just to find out that it's a spot in Dominican Republic. I can't remember the name right now. I should have wrote it down, but anyway, um, a lot of tourists travel there. Well, a lot of Americans travel there and spend like a weekend, may spend 5 days. But what he was saying was when he went, he saw that all the clubs and the bars were kind of trash, and he liked it there. So he got an apartment. He found a business space and he built out a sports bar. So now whenever the guys come to DR, they got somewhere to come eat that's really good. So they serve American food, Jamaican food, and Dominican food.
Oh, wow.
And he has a staff of 4. I think he said his payroll is about 500 US a month.
Oh, wow.
Which isn't bad.
Yeah, it's not bad at all.
Nah, I mean, it took him a little while to build the business out because, I mean, if you're doing business overseas, you have to be there because you will send your money for someone to do business for you and you will get robbed. I'm going to put that disclaimer out there. You can make money outside of the U.S., but you have to be there to manage your money because they will rob you. I've been there. My mom's been there. Like, it's happened too many times. But you can create a viable business outside of the U.S. and it'd be a cool little side hustle.
Yeah, man, that's dope. So you said it's a sports bar?
Yeah.
All right, cool. So listen, so by the time this episode's ready to go live, we'll have some more information as far as like the name of the sports bar, where to go check it out and do stuff like that and the whole nine. So definitely want to support that and shout out to Matt for making that happen, man. Actually, man, I think we went to 2023? We were in DR maybe probably like 2 years ago now. Had a blast, man. Beautiful country, beautiful people, beautiful food. Man, I had some of the best. So it was actually my first time. You ever had paella before?
No. I've been
So
to
it's
DR.
like, so paella is like seafood rice. I think it's originally a Spanish dish from Spain, but it's like seafood rice basically. And I can't remember the exact beach where we were. We were in Santo Domingo, and the beach was beautiful, and like you can have lunch, like all right. So in America, if you say you're having lunch on the beach, it's a place where it's like concrete foundation, you know what I'm saying, restaurant, you know what I'm saying, set aside, like boom, no, bro. We had tables on the sand, on the beach, like we were getting massages. They were bringing the Presidente beers, the seafood rice. It was fresh, like bro, it was amazing, like amazing. So if I'll ever get a chance, make that trip. I got to make another trip down there sometimes. Matter of fact, actually, so those of y'all who know what we do, I got a company called Noir B&B, and I got a couple of business partners who own some beautiful properties out there in DR. So I got to go check those out as well. Shout out to my man Hindalo. What up, Hindalo, man? So I got to go check him out in Santo Domingo, man. But like, yeah, definitely a dope country to go visit. Beautiful people. But another international business that we're kind of talking about and working on. I mean, Noir B&B itself is an international business, but our father was heavy in the tourism industry in Jamaica in like the 70s, 80s, 90s, and all that, doing this thing. So what we've kind of been doing is kind of carrying the torch and continuing that legacy. And our brother Julian is actually like doing what our pops did in Jamaica, driving and kind of helping tourists experience the island in a really cool way. So one of the things that I've been thinking about doing is kind of building that family business and kind of making it like some really unique and interesting cultural Jamaican tours. And I've actually got one of my homegirls, Bella. She's a travel agent and helps kind of curate some really dope tours and stuff like that. So if you're from a foreign country, but you live in the States or you live in Europe or something like that, or you frequent these places often, and you have relationships and friends, and you've already done a lot of cool things there, then you can kind of even begin curating your own trips and planning things like that. Especially if you go there often and you've got relationships with drivers that you connect with whenever you go down there, some of your favorite restaurants, your favorite places to stay, whatever, you can actually just become a trip planner. And there are two things you can do. You can either, one, have a trip planning business down there yourself and orchestrate it and put the whole play together yourself, or you can sell digital products like travel ebooks, travel guides, or whatever, and sell those, because people love kind of knowing about places where like that are cool and interesting. You know what I mean? So you can make money doing that. So yeah, tons of plays as far as international businesses go. But I know one thing that we were talking about. You said you were like buying land down there too, right? In Jamaica.
Yeah. So I have a relationship with the bank from doing business out there since 2002, 2003. Okay. So On a contract to purchase 13 acres in Montego Bay.
Okay.
And the plan is to subdivide those lots and sell them off. Well, initially the plan was to build a gated community.
Oh,
But
word,
then
okay.
I realized how much capital I would have to tie up just doing that process, and like how tedious that would be. So for me, it made more sense to just put in the infrastructure, the roads, the light posts and the lights and all of that, and subdividing the land, and then just sell it off not a quarter acre, a quarter acre at a time. So with the 13 acres, I would get 43 lots out of it. And worst case scenario, let's say I sell them for 50,000 a lot. That's 2.3 million or somewhere around there. I don't remember the exact numbers, but I mean, I'm making money on my money.
Yeah.
And I'm not buying it. I'm buying it for a couple 100,000.
Yeah.
Like literally a couple. So, I mean, that's one way. And I'm also on the contract to get another 4 acres. So like so the airport's like central, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's use the airport as the middle of Montego Bay. 13 acres is on the left-hand side of that, like going that direction. And the 4 acres on the right-hand side going that direction, like it's going towards Falmouth or Ocho Rios, like going in that direction.
Yeah, okay.
And the plan for that is keep 2 acres, sell 2, and build a home for my kids and a Airbnb property. So it kind of pays for itself. Because I mean, it's like literally not even a 5-minute drive from the beach, and it's on a little hill, so you kind of get most of that coastal view anyway. Yeah. So that's kind of the plan. But I mean, you can really make, if you know what you're doing and you invest your money properly, and don't just trust someone that say, hey, they can take care of it for you. You can invest your money, make some money on your money out there. Because just on the 13 acres, I probably do 2 million in profits, if not more.
And that's US for those y'all who are wondering.
Yeah.
No, that's huge. And matter of fact, one of the things I remember, I've been talking to you about stuff like this for probably the last 10 years or so, more than that. But one of the things that I always like told you was how I wanted to buy some land down there and build a house in the whole nine. And the first thing you told me, you were like, bro, build something out there and then rent that out, and then have that buy your land and build your house. And I think honestly, it's funny because you kind of tell me that I got you into the real estate game in that regard as far as how you're doing it now. But to be honest, you kind of sparked that thought for me back then. This is probably like, I don't know, it's got to be 10, 15 years ago. I remember you said that your man's owned like an apartment building or something like that down there.
A lot of them.
Yeah, a lot of them, yeah. So like when you said that, I was like that opened up a whole new concept of like, oh wow, like you can actually build real estate, own it, and have that finance your lifestyle and build the things that you want to build out. So crazy out there, it's come full circle. But yeah, man.
We like ain't no point in recreating the wheel, son.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
You just gotta apply it. And the same concept works here as it works there. It's all about the numbers. It really is.
Yeah, man. And so now go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say, like, no, like that might be one of the first gems of the show. Honestly, typically we'll start the show with introductions and then kind of like kick out some free game for everybody. Like, there goes some free game for you right there. Listen, you don't have to reinvent the wheel. And I think this is a particular lesson, especially for Black folks, because we're so creative that it's like, all right, like we'll come up with something dope and then put it down. And then when somebody else picks it up, like, and then makes millions off it, like, we're mad, like, oh, they bite and they jock and they're culturally appropriate and whatever. But it's like, no, like, you don't need to reinvent the wheel. People, when people see something that works and they know that it works, they're gonna run with it and they're gonna make money off it. And like, that's what they're supposed to do. Whereas with us, like, we think that we gotta reinvent the wheel, or that if something isn't difficult, then it's not the right thing. It's like, nah, bro, like you can actually take the easy route and not necessarily easy, but you can do something simple and make a lot of money from that and be great, build wealth for yourself, for your family, and just keep running it up. So yeah, so some free game for y'all. Don't reinvent the wheel. If you know what works, do what works and run it up, man. So yeah,
Right.
what were you gonna say?
I forgot to say with the 13 acres, I planned Jabri and I partnered on it.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna keep 1, 2, 3, either 3 to 4 lots that we're not gonna sell. And we're just gonna give each of those to our kids. So Grayson to get one, Logan to get one, and Lake will get one, and the rest of them. And then the other one we just hold on to. Because one thing for sure, two things for certain. Land value is always going up. I don't care if you're in the US, you're in Dominican Republic, you're in Jamaica, wherever it is, land value is gonna keep going up because like they're not making them on land.
Yeah, like you're buying earth, you know what I mean? So yeah.
Right.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So actually, you know what? This reminds me too. I got a homie that I might need to bring on a show later. My homie Daniel, I can't remember his name right now. Connected with him on Twitter, but he's all. I don't even think he does anything real estate related as far as like brick and mortar. He's all just straight buying land, finding land, flipping land, and another one of my homies actually Kumar. You know, shout out to Kumar. Matter of fact, you know Kumar.
What up?
We're actually going to do some deals together too. So he owns some land, I believe, outside of Houston. He bought his land probably like 2, 3, 4 years ago, something like that. But where he bought the land, the city is growing, and they're going to be building or expanding a highway out there. So now they're actually going to I guess they're like eminent domaining part of his land, and they got to pay him like big bread for that. You know what I mean? So long story short, yeah, definitely buy land, man, because like there's so many ways that you can flip it yourself, build on it, keep it, develop it, however you want to do it. And even if you're not doing that, just holding it, you're still going to make money off the equity as it goes, and you can actually like leverage some of the money from the fact that the value of it's going up. But then, hey, if the government needs to build something on your land, they're gonna pay you for that. So yeah, man, tons of ways to make money with land, most definitely.
2 points with that, right? My homeboy Dre, he bought some land. I want to say it's in Texas, but I'm not 100% sure. But I know it's in the South, and just head on to it for a little bit. And he leases it now to Amazon, I believe it is. So he's just getting paid for the land. And I mean, he's getting paid for the land, which is a blessing. And I don't know if you ever realized, but like Master P spoke about that years ago, that he bought some land and he just held it and just kept it clean. Yeah. And he had it for maybe 5 years or more. And Walmart came in and either purchased it from him or signed a lease for like 100 years or something stupid.
Bro, that's crazy. So yeah, man. So there's tons of money in that, man. Land, they're not making any more of that. So definitely hold on to that for sure. That's a major play right there, man. And matter of fact, I mean, even just besides buying the land, I like what you were saying about for the other property near Falmouth. If you can like buy that land and turn some of that into an Airbnb, whatever, like that's cash flow that you're gonna be making money forever. It's gonna pay for your crib, Logan's crib, Grayson's crib. Like that's big bread.
Bro, we have property in Jamaica now that's not making money. So I don't see the point. So I'm gonna just do it myself and proof of concept. It works, you know what I'm saying? So that's kind of the plan.
I mean, honestly, so we actually posted a blog post today, no Airbnb about Jamaica, and it's been getting a lot of love. We actually posted two because like one of our homies is actually in Jamaica right now on vacation. But I posted the blog post on Facebook and somebody was like, yo, I love Jamaica. I love going out there. I love Montego Bay and the grill and Oski and the whole nine. And they're talking about going out to Montego Bay again this winter, like during like December or something like that. So it's like, to me, if you have, like Jamaica itself is a major tourist destination for people all over the world. So if you got a house in Jamaica and it's nice and it's got the amenities and maybe you got somebody there to cook and clean, I don't see how that doesn't become a winner. You know what I mean? And the most important thing too, I mean, for those of y'all who are interested in getting into short-term rentals, a big key, probably the most important thing when it comes to having a listing is having high quality photos. If you've got great photos of your listing and it's a dope spot, you really can't lose because people see with their eyes. So if you got dope photos, dope videos, and everything looks how it's supposed to look, I don't see how you don't make money on that. You just gotta promote it and present it properly. So yeah, man, it's a more free game for y'all.
Facts.
Yeah,
I'm actually I think I'm talking to you about it. I'm looking at vehicles to purchase.
yep.
Excuse me, to send down there. One because we need a new vehicle out there, but two, it's like I look at it as an investment because at some point I'm gonna sell it and I need to make money on my money. So I mean, I've been looking at like 3 different cars, but then when I look at them, I also go and look at the dealerships in Jamaica to see what they're selling for. So I have a good idea as to what mine will be valued once you get there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You buy it here cheaper, you ship it. Like, you know, you say we're talking about it like without going into all the details, but like a Honda Accord, buy a 2022 Honda Accord, I mean, I can get a crash joint for like 8 or 10. I spent another 6 or 7 or probably another 5 putting it back together. I'm all in at 15 already. I ship it, I clear it. That may cost me another 12. Let's just say I'm all in at like 20, 25. And I mean, as it stands right now out there in Jamaica, 2020 or 2021 Honda Accord is selling for 43,000. So I'd have doubled my money immediately if I wanted to sell it. But even if I drive for 2 or 3 years and then sell it, I'm still not losing money. Buy me another one. So I mean, you just kind of got to look at what's in front of you and find the best ways to invest.
Yeah. I mean, there are tons of ways to make money, man. Especially if you're looking at doing things internationally, man. And I mean, even when you were talking about that, I hadn't even thought about that as a business model. But I mean, just recently. But I'm like, when I think about it, like cats have been doing that for a few years now, right? Yeah.
But even deeper than that, though. So, all right, boom, you got the car out there, and you build a house, and now you're Airbnb in the house. You can even turn it into a villa, or Airbnb, Norbnb, or you just turn it into a villa and rent it that way. You already have a vehicle there. You just get a driver to go pick them up from the airport, take them back to the villa. You have a housekeeper and a chef. Wherever they want to go, the vehicle's there, the driver's there to take them wherever they want to go. You're just making money. You're not losing money. You just have to, I mean, one, you have to be somehow connected out there, meaning you have family members or a business partner that you can trust. And you have to know the business. No matter what business you're going to, you have to know the business. But it's ways to make money.
Yeah. So, all right. So the crazy thing about it is that all of the topics that we just discussed really just kind of came together. So let's say that, let's just use the 13 acres as a perfect example, right? So you already got the deal flowing. You already got that under contract, 13 acres. You're buying those, right? You sell off the other lots that you're not using. Then you keep a couple, obviously, and then one of those you decide to build on. So you build a villa on that. You ship the car down there. So all right. So buying the land, that's the first one of the concepts that we were talking about. So then the next thing is you actually develop the land, put a house on that. So then that's the second thing. So actual like home, like real estate development, right? So that's 2 plays right there. Then once you actually have the property built, next play is hospitality play, the business play as far as, okay, you put it on Airbnb, you're renting it out, making money that way. But then you can also add an extra upsell by having the driver be able to drive people around. So whether it be bringing them to the grocery store, bringing them to the beach, bringing them to Duns River Falls or different other tourist destinations around the island, like that's another thing.
Every night, whatever they want to do. You want to go to the club, to the bar, any movements you want to do, you know, you can safely do it without an issue in a brand new vehicle. And really like, and that's the 4th play. The 4th play is like
you're buying the vehicle in America for the low, fixing it up, doing the repairs, shipping it down there, whatever, doing whatever you need to do, get it down there. Now the car's making money, the land's already made money, the property's making money, all that's cash flowing, and like those are four different business plays literally rolled into one right there. So, and honestly, even like probably like 5, 6 just sprinkled on top, honestly. So yeah, man. So honestly, like that really might be the future. I feel like, especially if you're already making money in America and you want to park your money somewhere else, not even park it, but have your money working for you somewhere else internationally, like literally just gave you the blueprint. And I mean, we're not even talking about what Matt's doing as far as opening up his own sports bar. You can open up a sports bar, a club, a lounge. I mean, so many different things that you can do internationally that will cost you a fraction of what they would cost you in the States or wherever you might live listening to this podcast. And matter of fact, honestly, even bro, I mean, we're talking about Jamaica because we're Jamaican and we know Jamaica, but one of my homies' moms bought a crib. No, she bought some land by the beach and built a house out in Ghana, like a fire crib out in Ghana. And a lot of folks aren't even thinking, but like, listen, Ghana, Nigeria, right now, those places are wide open for business, man. Like, and I mean, well, particularly, I'd first recommend Ghana because I mean, I got a couple of business connections. Actually, shout out to my homies over at Sesso Global. Like, they've got the entire play from the real estate agents, the lawyers, the surveyors, the appraisers, the like everybody who oh they got the developers, like, and everybody's like top rated, trusted companies who do business, highly rated and highly reputable in the whole nine. So it's like you can literally like, bro, like, so one, if you're Jamaican, you don't even need a green card or visa or whatever to Ghana. So there's that. And if you're African American, Black American, like Ghana's like wide open for folks if you want to go out there right now because like you're like they're welcoming everybody back to the continent and you can get
Right.
land
And
out
they're
there.
giving you dual, and if I'm not mistaken,
Mhm.
they're giving you dual citizenship as well.
Exactly, right. So you're getting dual citizenship. You can buy land for very, very cheap, develop it. Like I said, my homies at Sesso Global got the entire network put together of all the different partners that you would need to make it happen. And they'll help you kind of monitor the process too. Because like you were saying, like you don't want to just throw your money out there and then hope for the best. Like if you can't monitor it yourself, which would be the best thing, the second best thing is having reputable partners that you know will be monitoring your investments and make sure that it goes to where you want to go. So yeah, man, I definitely recommend that at all times. So like, yeah, so between yeah, what?
I mean, as we speak, my boy Bags and a couple of the investors, they're building luxury townhomes in Africa. I'm literally looking for the exact location as we speak, but it's money out here, bro. You just gotta go get it.
So yeah, man. So listen. So this episode essentially, man, is just inspiring everybody to think bigger. I mean, that's what the whole podcast is about, man. If you're in the streets, you're working 9 to 5. You're somebody
Liberia.
who Liberia.
So, Liberia. They're building luxury townhomes in Liberia, and these joints is way go.
And listen, and Liberia, like, bro, like that's where a lot of Black Americans went to back in the day and got their start. Like that country was made for Black Americans. Yeah, you gotta send me the official picture that's so I can post it.
All right. Yeah, I got you. I'll send you pictures.
Yeah, matter of fact, yeah, send me that on a text. I need to check that out myself. But but yeah, folks, like, listen, we're telling you to buy real estate and make wise investments, not just in America, but like, listen, there's so many plays to be made internationally. And the next thing too, a lot of folks, they're thinking so small, not realizing that, look, these places are nothing but a flight away. Like you buy your ticket, you pack your bag, you hop on the plane, you catch a good, you eat some food, you catch a good nap, you wake up and you're there, and you can go check out your land. Most of these places, they speak English. So I mean, of course, like even if that's not like even if it's not that like their native language, they got folks who speak English that you can work and translate and whatever you want to do. Like, listen, do your due diligence, get your paperwork right, have your money right, and you can make a lot of cool things happen, man. So yeah, that's what it's about, man, for sure.
Facts.
Yeah, man. So I can't even think of anything else I can even add to that, because I'm thinking about to play myself, because for real, like I was talking to my wife about it. I mean, you already know Lindsay. I was talking to my wife about it, and for those of y'all who don't know my wife listening to the show, but yeah, like my goals are to make sure that we've got a bunch of investments, real estate, businesses, so that when our children grow up, they've got whatever they need is already set in place. They don't have to go work for nobody if they don't want to. They can work for the family business, and even if they like whatever they want to do, we've got businesses and investments in place to facilitate their lifestyle. Who that, Grayson?
Yeah. Look, hey, are you guys live? Yeah, bro. We're definitely live. Come say what's up to Uncle Steph.
What up, Gray? How you doing? You got your Fortnite shirt on?
Yeah, and his plats. So that way.
That's what's up. All right, later, Gray. Well, yeah. So I mean, so literally, we're talking about it, man. Like this is about, of course, us being ambitious individuals. We want to do some great things, but it's bigger than us. It's about family. It's about legacy, and it's about building generational wealth, and not just as a buzzword because everybody's talking about generational wealth, but like when you think about the term generational wealth, you should be thinking your goal should be making sure that your kids are straight and don't have to worry about anything. Like honestly, one of the families that inspires me the most is, and of course, because we Jamaican, everybody know Bob Marley and the Marley family, but you got Bob Marley and all of his kids, and now you got his grandkids who are coming up, and they've got a whole legacy and a lineage and things that they can do that they want to do, and everybody is good. Everybody's secure. Nobody's worrying about nothing. Everybody got bread. They got and like it's like yo, like that should be your goal for your kids to have a solid foundation to either do whatever they want to do, or to be able to join your family business and work on your investments, have your investments, and continue to build on that legacy, man. So that's what it's about. Anything else you wanted to add, big bro?
No, I mean, you hit it right on the head. And I mean, that's the plan. Like, we got to make sure that we set things up for these little ones, and then we got to teach it to them. We can't just give it to them. We got to teach it to them. I heard somebody say the other day, don't buy your kids things you didn't have, teach them things you didn't know. And that's my plan. Like, I make sure to give them the game. Even if it's just like today, like I went to the job site, I pulled up out front, and I'm standing there and I'm talking to the guys that are working for me. And I look back and I see Grayson looking out the window, like, he got his window down. He said hi to everybody, but he's watching me, like, kind of instruct, hey, make sure we get this done and we get that done or whatever. Like, you got to kind of show them how to be a boss and then teach them the business so they run it.
Yep.
And if you get it to them, they don't know what to do. They're gonna sell it off.
Yep. And to that point, a lot of people might not know this, but yeah, while we talk about generational wealth, yeah, all that sounds cool, but a lot of people don't know that statistically, even the wealthiest families, like talking about the Rockefellers and the Vanderbilts and whatever big names they used to run things 100-something years ago, a lot of those families aren't even wealthy anymore because statistics.
Rockefeller is.
Well, Rockefeller, but I mean, yeah.
I know what you mean, though.
Yeah, but most of those families, right? But because what they say is that most of that wealth is gone by the second or third generation, because that generation, the next generation, wasn't taught how to maintain that wealth. Now, mind you, of course, there are things you can do, like you can put your money in trusts and whatever, so that even if your kids don't know nothing about anything, they'll still be straight, and the money will continue to generate. But you don't want to just have pretentious, spoiled people who are wealthy but don't know how to maintain it, don't have the skills, don't have the mindset to continue that, because like the world already has enough of those people. So what you want to do is to I mean, yeah, have your trust, have all that set in place, yeah, to make everything bulletproof, but at the same time, teach the next generation the value of what goes into and what went into helping to build that family wealth, because without that, then it slips through everybody's hands like salt or like sand, and we ain't got time for that, man. So that's what we about, man. Like, yo, building brick by brick, generation by generation, and continue going. And you could probably hear my son talking in the back right now. You know what I'm saying? Young Sal over there yelling. He probably want to get on the podcast too. But but yeah, man. So listen, man. So this, I mean, anything else you wanted to add, big bro?
No, I mean, again, it's doable. If you're not sure how, reach out, man. We out here. I mean, we ain't charging to give you the information.
Yeah. Hey, matter of fact, hey, yo, man, listen, for everybody who wants to do deals, if you want to invest in real estate, if you're looking to sell a property, especially if you're in the Baltimore area, listen, man, Midland Holdings LLC.com. If you need to sell your house ASAP, cash deal, whatever you want to do, listen, we got the website up. Should I have announced that yet?
Yeah, I mean, it's up, man. Bring them deals, man. We buying everything. And it don't necessarily have to just be in Baltimore. As long as the numbers make sense, we're going to buy it. Like, I don't want to tell nobody I'm buying anything, bro. Like, we're not out here buying duds.
Yeah.
If it makes sense, we're buying it.
Yeah. So Midland, MIDLAND Holdings LLC.com. The website designed by yours truly for Polymath Design. So yeah, man. So listen, we got the website up. That's ready to go. So doing real estate deals, if you want to partner with us, hit the contact page, send a message through on there. If you want to hit us on brickbybrickshow.com to partner on some deals or business or whatever you want to do, hit us up. If you've got short-term rentals and you're already a host on Airbnb, you want to host on Airbnb, holla at us. We're always looking for new hosts and dope properties in cities. Like, look, we need properties in Miami, Atlanta, New York, Dallas, all that, man. Like, yo, more properties in Jamaica, Japan, wherever you at, holla at us, man. And yo, if you need a website, you need a web design, you need some flyers, some graphics, I own a design agency as well, doing some great work. So listen, man, we are working and we want to partner with you and work with you and help you however we can help you, man. So with that, man, look, episode 16, the Brick by Brick Show. We appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. If we can help with anything, tap in with us. And yo, catch y'all later, man.
Peace.
Peace.